The network of ministers and MPs who live here and run the UK have been deeply anxious about our future digital networks, the 5G mobile and superfast broadband fibre ones, and whether a huge Chinese digital equipment company, Huawei, should be allowed into them. Because ministers like this one, Ben Wallace, the Defence Secretary, have been concerned about China hacking Huawei to sabotage us. That's why the Foreign Secretary was at pains to say
that we know more about Huawei and the risks it poses than any other country in the world.
Even though they also classified Huawei as a high-risk vendor, which means its kit will be kept out of the 5G core where most precious data passes. But it can be used in the so-called peripheral network of base stations and masts on top of bus stops and lampposts, but only up to a maximum of 35% of each telecom company's needs. And Huawei will be kept well away from high-security locations like military bases and nuclear power stations. Many of Johnson's own MPs think the restrictions on Huawei don't go far enough.
Excluding high-risk vendors from any provision is one way we can encourage companies and states that do not operate under international norms and business standards. That is why this decision is regrettable.
I do think Huawei should be banned from our networks. It was founded by a member of the PLA. Even if it were not an arm of the Chinese government, the 2017 law requires it to take instruction from the Chinese intelligence agency.
But Johnson's predecessor was on his side.
I commend the government for taking a decision which protects our national security but also recognises the interests of our economy.
So what does this ex-BT exec who now works for Huawei say about whether China will use his business to imperil us?
There is this issue of a backdoor from some kind of malign operator. You have confidence that the Chinese government would never abuse its position to undermine Britain's security via you.
We've had some of the smartest people in the country looking for said backdoor. They have not found it, and we don't believe they ever will do. Our founder and chairman has said he would rather close the company than do anything that harmed our customers.
Understandable concerns have been expressed about how 5G will develop, and to a certain extent, we don't know the extent to which we're going to be able to keep one particular company's products out of 5G as it develops in the future.
Now, the American president has been banging on at Boris Johnson for months to ban Huawei on pain of ending the special relationship between our security services. But so far, President Trump hasn't trolled Johnson in the way the Prime Minister might have expected. As for Huawei and China, they want to rule the world. Digitally speaking, of course.